Ladies and gentlemen, those in between, welcome to a battle on the OU scene against an attractive melodic, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna stop rhyming now so you can see my team. Crap. Alright, like, Espeon, let's go. Anyway, Latias Espeon, I'm gonna set up a light screen. He forgets about Magic Bounce, goes for the Roar right away, and bye-bye Latias. In comes Scrafty, though. I was really surprised he didn't go for a Crunch, um, or a Dragon Dance, or a Bulk Up, or something. But I guess he wants to get his own screens up. So I'm going to switch into Chips. He goes for the Dragon Pulse, and I don't mind that at all because I do have Light Screen up, and it just doesn't do enough. And a Scarf U-turn is going to do over half, and it does like 60%, so that's really good. I don't honestly have no idea why I go into Satellite. I go into Satellite because, oh, I'm thinking I could sub and, he wouldn't be able to break it. But then I'm like, oh, wait, he has Roar. So I have to go back out into Espeon. Maybe he'll go for the Roar, throw himself out, but he goes for the cover instead. That's kind of unfortunate. I am switching a lot, as you'll see here in the Gliscor, because I don't know what to expect in this metagame. I really don't OU ever. I hardly battle, and when I do, it's definitely not OU. So, I don't always battle, but when I do, I prefer roulettes. I do get my rocks up, and fortunately, he brings me out into Rotom. I will be able to trick over a Scarf. He will lock himself into, I believe, Dragon Pulse, and that's wonderful. That's actually really good for me. That's like the phrase you're not supposed to say, good for me, because, But in this case, it's beyond rules. So now that he is locked into Dragon Pulse, I can go into Magnezone, and I will be able to set up a sub. And that is great, because when you have sub up, you can pretty much rule the world. Better than Coldplay, because they suck. And yeah, that's what I was doing. Making a Coldplay joke. He does go into Scrafty, and this is bad, because Scrafty is too bulky for T-Bolt to do anything. So I'm going to have to go into Espeon, and I want to make sure my screens are up. I will go for the Reflect now, knowing that I can take a Crunch after the Reflect, and I was still hoping he would kill me a little bit, like on the inside, because if I did have a screen up right now and I died, I could go into Conkeldurr and promptly wreck his butt. But, unfortunately, he goes to the Dragon Dance. And I know now that I have to get out. I can't let him get Moxie and then have Conkeldurr come in. He'll be too tempted to stay in. So he does go for the Rain Punch, and with Reflect, he sees how little it does. But the thing is, he thought it did that little on its own without Reflect. I guess really not being too aware of his environment. So I will set up the sub on the Switch. This is a sub-punching Conkeldurr, which really, if you haven't tried it out, I suggest it because it takes apart the OU metagame. A lot of people I know have been, playing with it recently. Yeah, okay, lately, and it does. It takes apart everything. No Stone Edge, just Payback, Rock Punch, and Focus Punch, and I believe that's for the best, as the Payback really helps for the Latis and probably other stuff that are weak to dark that I can't think about. So he does go for the Reflect. I was thinking maybe he'll try Roar due to Payback would go first and it wouldn't kill, and then he would roar me out. But then he'd be locked into Roar. So I think Reflect was the better move there, so good play by him. As you'll see here, even with Reflect up and it being a Scarm, that Focus Punch still does a lot. It's relative, but it still does a lot. I believe even with leftovers, standard Scarm is to get KO'd by a Focus Punch, which is awesome. I go back out into Espeon, predicting either an Entry Hazard or a Whirlwind, and it works absolutely wonderfully. And here, I just decide to mail it in. I don't really have anything left to do. I mean, I could have went up for another screen, but I don't know. I think I just wanted to try to get some damage on it with Hidden Power. Looking back, I think maybe a Reflect would have been nice, as it had just worn off. But, what are you going to do? So, go out into chips, and I U-turn. And why do I U-turn? Because I still think he has Tyranitar. I did not get a good look at the team preview. I swear to God, I was playing around T-Tar all game. He never even had one. So that's just, me being an idiot. Alright, Engine. It's coming in. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I know it's gonna do a lot to anything that he has. Even Roserade will take a nice chunk. And he does actually go into Roserade. But I missed the Hydro Pump, and that was huge. Like, if you could have a huge miss, sort of like John Lackey with the Red Sox, that would be it. I go for the HP Ice, and it doesn't kill, and I get put to sleep. And I have a feeling the Hydro Pump would have done a lot more than what he has left currently. So that is unfortunate. Now, I go out into chips again, predicting the HP Fire, predicting him to predict my switch to Magnezone, and it works out wonderfully. And unfortunately, though, with rocks, I don't think maybe if I had taken time to run some math, I could have seen if I had enough left to U-turn out, come back in when rocks, like maybe rocks wouldn't kill me. But I decide, what the hell? I'll just go for the Flare Blitz, see what goes down. At the very least, I'll kill one poke and maybe burn another. But he brings in Terrakion, which is Scarfed. And that is the best news I've heard all game. Even though I didn't hear it, I saw it because I have Gliscor, and it will wall the fuck out of him. And why do I double switch? I double switch, but when I was doing it, I was thinking, hey, I'll Earthquake. It's super effective. If he switches, which he should, he'll probably go into Death Fodder, and it'll kill off Roserade. But what I was thinking really was he would go into Scrafty for some reason, and try to set up, maybe Ice Punch me, so I switched out an Engine. Unfortunately, it happened. Nothing I can do about it, but Big Daddy is coming in, and you know what happens when Big Daddy's in the house? People get hurt. He's like a NASCAR dad. Like when the race is on, he's drinking. He has like a fucking 42 pack, and they're all empty. And then he beats his son in the face for not cattling. Cattling, is cattling a verb? I don't know. Can you cattle? I don't know. Whatever. But Earthquake didn't break my sub. I'm gonna get off a Focus Punch, and this is the power that is Big Daddy. He's gonna Focus Punch. Bronzong is going to get wrecked and die. And that's a black eye. That's a shiner. You'll feel that one in the morning. Terrakion's coming in. Now, I know he's Scarfed. I know I can't set up a sub. I can't Focus Punch. So I'm just going to go for the Mach Punch. And that does a crap load. That just... That's a lot of damage right there. And I live a fucking close combat. Like a boss. What a man. What a man. What a man. That was really descriptive. If you didn't catch that, I was saying that he was a man. And a second Mach Punch will take him out. Here, LOL69 at the 17th commenter, because you'll make that, I know you will. Go for the Mach Punch, get a crit. I'm highly certain that mattered. And had I not crit him, he probably would have swept me, because I don't think Magnezone can do anything, and Gliscor would not appreciate Ice Punches. So, wonderful game, Sexy. Thanks for having me on the Mosh Pit. I enjoy it. I just reached 5,000 subscribers, too. So, if you were a part of that, thank you very much. And I look forward to see you guys later. So, have a wonderful rest of the day.